In today's episode of Suma Talkies, I'm in conversation with Deval Dayal, a Bhagalpur based weaver who also runs his own weaving unit and has a whole range of business in the textile industry and is also an amazing photographer. Stay tuned.
दिस इज लवली. कितने साल हो गए बे बात करके?
कब कॉलेज से निकले थे हम लोग? 2000
हो गया 7 साल. Dude, it's 7 years.
7 years.
Like, fuck, we are growing old, dude. Like, कभी कभी तो सुन के just like,
Yeah, I think
So
last
what?
time I was in Chennai when I called you up, and then we couldn't meet up.
हाँ,
then.
but we could meet up because you got held up with something.
Yeah,
But in
I
fact,
had to meet someone.
हाँ, this was for some one-day visit या कुछ था ना? Suddenly
Exactly.
you had like some scene and you're like, dude, अगली बार बिंदास आऊँगा. And then
उसके बाद अगली बार नहीं हुआ यार आज तक सोचो.
अगली बार नहीं हुआ. हाँ, अच्छा. So Deval is for the viewers, he's my college mate. Rather one of those few people like kind of rather one of those few people like kind of broke ice with. We came from two very different places of thoughts in general. Like, I'm super sure, but despite that, like, I think what really made a lot of difference when I was talking to him all the time was that he was one of those people who gave a damn about others' opinion, which was kind of nice. Normally, people in my department otherwise wouldn't care. So.
It's
So,
nice
yeah,
to hear,
I mean-
bro.
हाँ, वो तो सच्चाई है. सबसे फक्कॉल था वो कोर्स. 2.5 साल तो सबसे फक्कॉल गया. ठीक है. I mean,
man.
we've learned things anything but the subject. You know, we've learned
Yeah.
probably life hacks and shit like that, but not the subject. Let's face that, right? So, and yeah, and then we've just kept in touch with each other for these 7-8 years of odd likes and random message drops to each other and stuff. And like he said, like, you know, one day he randomly messaged saying, bro, tu to Chennai mein aana hai, I'm in Chennai right now, bro, kya kare, let's meet up and stuff. And because we couldn't do it because he became a little busy and whatnot. But yeah, you know, and he's come a long way. He runs so it's your family's business that you've taken over, right? Or have you started
Yeah.
something entirely new? Okay.
So it's a family business. We're in the clothing business, the manufacturing of it. So we have
अच्छा.
looms. तो जो भी बन सकता है
Nice.
उस पे यार, like handkerchief to
Nice,
sarees, everything.
That's nice. That's lovely. So he's here, and everybody, please give it up for Deval Dayal. Okay. So what caught my attention of late with Deval's post was that he was also one of them who was trying to was trying to get into the testing kit का ये or the mask का manufacturing. Which one was it?
No, I was just doing trading of all these masks and PPE kits and sanitizers and stuff.
Right. So, man, tell me, like, what are the challenges that you faced in it, and like what's that market like at the moment, man? Like, cause the situation's so bleak. ठीक है. अभी मतलब like there was one time Chennai used to have like they were like, oh, we have 100 cases, we have 200 cases. Now it's become like 2 grand cases, 3 grand cases, and you know, with it just going that crazy. How has it been for you to first of all get into it and then sort of, you know, meddle your way and figure what is this, or where are you at that place right now?
That's a very good place to start here. So the thing happened is, since I have this clothing business, so one of the guys from Delhi called me up. He's like, are you making kits, PPE kits? Because we have a requirement in our company. So this guy's in corporates. So I was like, no, I don't make PPE kits, but I make fabric. So in case your company needs fabric to make the things, I can supply that. Because
Sure.
clothing is like the least required thing in the list of essentials, right? So first is
Okay.
all the essentials, then is the food and the grocery and stuff.
Ha,
What is
ha,
the
ha.
least
That
required
way,
is
yes.
clothing. Like if you don't
That's
open
true.
also, please, thank you so much. Don't open.
Huh.
So that way, all my viewers have like literally been, like what I heard in Surat and stuff, they haven't paid their viewers and stuff for good 2 months. In Bombay also the
Hey,
same thing.
they will. Sorry to cut you off. Just let people know where you're actually based out of. Where is
yeah.
this actually happening? Yeah.
So I'm based out of Bhagalpur, Bihar, and it's a very
Okay.
small place in below Patna in the map. But very good thing is like I'm a very mountain enthusiast. So if you look very straight up on the map, you reach Everest from Bhagalpur.
Nice.
तो भाई सीधा जाना है. So that's where I am. And
Okay.
in Wikipedia
Yeah,
it
coming back
says
to this thing.
no, in Wikipedia it
Ha, ha,
says
ha.
Bhagalpur
Ha.
is like slightly bigger than Oman. So you get the size of the thing.
Ah, nice.
Very agrarian place. Does not give a fuck about what's happening around. Busy in our own thing.
Nice.
That guy.
That's damn nice.
So, but when
Yeah,
all
so
this
coming
is
back to
happening
this
here,
thing,
yeah, exactly. So when all this is happening, Bhagalpur is like relatively least amount of cases here. So it
Oh
had
wow,
like
that's
10
lovely
or
to know, dude.
maximum was 10 cases because hardly anyone was coming back to Bhagalpur because there's no airport here.
Ah,
The trains were shut anyway. But
Acha,
when
acha.
the migrants thing started, the people started coming back home, the workers there, all those who could not sustain outside.
Right.
So when they started coming in, the government was not doing enough to do the sanitization, the hygiene side. So the cases started rising rapidly.
Okay.
In middle of this guy called me up for PPE kits and stuff, and I was like, okay, I have fabrics, and anyway, I have to pay these people. I've already paid, but others are not paying. But these guys have worked with me for good 25, 30 years in our family business. So we shouldn't be
I
letting
see.
them, because of the pandemic, we are not going to pay you or something. So I was like, okay, let's start small. Let's try something
Right.
to make masks and something. But that didn't work out. We had to procure people to start working again, and that would increase the cases of corona again. So we're like, okay, fuck this.
Okay.
We should totally go into the people where the requirement, the government comes out with tenders. And then
Okay.
in our classmate list of people also, like there are a lot of people who were working into this already. Like you could see their updates and stuff. So I was like, why not? I'll just
I
ask
see.
them and make a supply here where it's very much needed. So
Huh.
it started that way. But then the
Okay.
government rates and the manufacturer rates, they always clash. And if you don't know the manufacturer, if you are with one of the traders or distributors, you don't really get into the business.
Get into the okay. Yeah.
So
that's
it
like
took me
a biz skill for
uh,
you.
Exactly. So I was always in touch with distributors, and I could not get a good appropriate rate to get into the tenders and stuff. So while looking
Okay.
into that, it took me around 2 to 3 weeks. So I got in
Okay.
touch with good manufacturers, someone in Himachal, someone in Gujarat, and they have started
see.
with these PPE kits and stuff. So that's
Right.
where right now, so people that domestic demands for nitrile gloves and stuff. So I know people who has demands, I know people who manufacture. And I'm in Bihar where there's like least requirement, the tenders are already done and
Acha.
stuff. But I could connect them,
Okay.
so that's where I am.
Okay. So that's a good place to kind of be in the middle, I guess. So you're I mean you did have a challenge, you did have a bottleneck, and you somehow got a decent workaround for it in a way that probably your workers around were also having some form of job opportunity and something for them to just work on too. I'm
Yeah, I
assuming.
needed some work, bro,
And-
because there was no money emanation coming, and I have to pay these people.
Exactly. So man, that's actually great, dude. That's a great way to like get around and at least get them something. Ki bhai, theek hai, something is there.
Yeah,
you know,
if
for
this
them to
is
get
not
that,
working,
'cause-
this is working. Let's make it work this way.
Exactly. Because like so for me, mostly my job is I don't work full time with anybody. So that's like an unwritten rule that I have because I mean I would have probably been facing the consequences if I was tied to somebody in particular right now. You know, I would have probably not been getting paid and stuff like that. So my basic idea was that like I've never been having my eggs in one and I've only been, very frankly speaking, only been seeing money for the past 1 year. इससे पहले तो it was broke AF life, कुछ नहीं था, पूरा पापा का, and you know it was in that very guilt trip, this thing where you're like, dude, when is it going to happen? And slowly when I started coming in and I kind of figured it out and stuff, it kind of reached a point even in the pandemic that I'm probably affected, but I'm not that insanely affected. Like the way some people are. They're like, dude,
Right.
मेरा pay का मतलब मुझे बस I'm barely getting 30%, 40% of my payment, and I can't even imagine, dude. Like, think about like guys who are like paying their rent and just living off it, and you know, and they have all those expenses to take care of, and adding on to that, you barely get a 40% pay. And I mean, even the landlord can't be like, nahi, tum pay na karo. No, that's going to be on a very rare case. Like, I know so many people who have switched jobs, they've moved back to their hometown, and it's just craziness, dude. It's just absolute craziness.
I know, dude. My brothers had to leave their flat in Bangalore just because the colleges were not open and the landlord was like payment karo. Well, like, that's pretty stupid. Yeah. You need to calm down for a while. Like, people should have
Dude,
money coming in
so-
to give you back.
So that's one way of you looking at it. Like for instance, so I live in a rented
Right.
place in Chennai, and I live with my family. Okay, now, um, fortunately enough, my dad is in a very safe position with this company, and they have been very articulate about it that this entire year we're going to be working from home, right? And so the office that he takes care of here, that's a 500 staffer office, but there are only 20 people working there right now. क्योंकि they are billing के team के कुछ हैं, they need physically to be like present there for the service to work and stuff. इसीलिए, which again now there are chances that they might not work because Chennai is having another lockdown. As
Right.
this is as and when this is getting taped for the viewers. From June 19th से शुरू हुआ था, कल से शुरू होके नहीं परसों से शुरू होके this has been on till like 30th is what they're saying. तो अभी उसका सीन क्या है? 20 लोग अभी वहाँ पे दिया है, they have applied for the pass. बट उसका कुछ द सिचुएशन रियली ब्लीक, या तो देंगे या तो ना देंगे. तो सो व्हेन यू हैव योर एम्प्लॉयर क्लियर ऑन योर एंड एंड यू नो then they can probably say okay, you know what, I can pay it up and stuff. But think of it this way, right? Like a lot of people, it's their source of income, everything else is stopped.
Right.
Understand? And this is like one thing you are expecting, and then वहाँ पे भी एक bomb गिर जाता है. So obviously, like, because I was completely for that entire, you know, the landlords could calm down and things like that. But after a point, I was just thinking, I'm like, dude, उसको भी तो अपना काम चलाना है, you know. In fact, to the point that we kind of got a few fittings changed inside the house because it's quite an old house, though it doesn't really look, because he maintained it really well and stuff. So we had to do a lot of changes and things. But he was very considerate. वो बोला ठीक है कोई नहीं, we'll just adjust it with the bill, हम देख लेंगे कहाँ से. And it was a good amount that we had to kind of put into and stuff. But so I guess. Maybe the point of saying that the landlords can calm down maybe makes sense for someone like you or for someone like me or for someone, anybody who's living in a rented flat basically. But when you look at it just 2 seconds from that owner's point of view, you're like, oh shit, okay,
Yeah.
the games are very different, you know, the stakes are quite different. It's quite crazy, dude. It's just one of those very black and white situation. It's a very gray area situation actually, not even a black and white situation. It's like, it's such a weird thing. So wait, so your brother, is he also in Christ?
No. Thankfully, he's not.
Why thankfully? Please elaborate.
Because you
I mean,
and I
look,
have
listen.
been through enough, bro. We should not let people suffer for their shit life.
But okay, so here's the. Hold on. What the fuck is it? Oh, what is wrong with this? I think my battery is dead.
Yeah. Just Kona pito Kona.
वही कर रहा हूँ.
Yes.
See, look what all I have to do. And you people, one teaser I put, 2 people are viewing it. And then you'll tell 30 seconds, reduce it to 30 seconds. What Instagram cover video this is, Why are we doing this show? We only don't know. What are you going to know?
Exactly.
So, okay, so my dear AC has...
Given up
Okay,
on
dude,
you.
I think I'll have to figure this... Wait, I'll have to figure this out, otherwise I'm gonna sweat to death. Just a second. Let the recorder run. I'll just figure this out.
Such a cool photo came up.
Alright. We are back,
बहुत
bruh.
चादर
Yeah,
वादर रेडी
it
इतना
trip-
ज़्यादा एसी चला लिया तू.
हाँ. No, I don't want people to like view my beautiful hairy legs. Already pandemic का ज़माना चल रहा है. पाव. Why make them suffer more?
Right.
Use wheat. Or use some form of razor also. वो भी चलेगा.
But nice t-shirt,
This
bro.
video. Hey, thanks, bro. You follow them?
Somewhat, not so much, but somewhat. I do.
Okay.
The last
'Cause
album
did you
was
listen to
super insane. The new one that came up, right?
Okay. For me, it was like a very slow grower. Like aram se I could kind of get to it because it's like the previous album that they had. No, I still feel that's one of their best work. वो उसमें
Takes
तो
time.
पता नहीं कुछ भी कर रखा है यार उन बंदों ने
वही ना
पागलों जैसा
कुछ भी कर रहे
रखा
भाई.
है सामने.
It's that you have to be on their trip level to understand that.
Yeah, basically. But interestingly, the scene with Tool is a friend of mine actually got to watch them live. This was 2 years back, last year or something like that. Okay, he got to watch them. He was in Canada. Dude, they headlined a university show. That was the funniest part. Okay, and the tickets were dirt cheap, so it was shit crowded. But only college students were allowed. Okay,
Nice.
so he watched them, and what he was telling me was that he's like, they're obviously, so their artwork is insane, like it's off the charts obviously, but their live performance was okay, that's all. Because whatever live videos, the older versions where he's seen, he was like, dude, like if I was there, like I would have probably lost it, but he didn't really feel that. I don't know, maybe it was just that day, or
Probably
or
they were
yeah.
they didn't get such of a good cope or
possible.
something, you know.
Possible wasn't, no, maybe it wasn't that good day or this,
Yeah.
but that auditorium was apparently a really good auditorium, because you have like a lot of performances happening there, like by very reputable bands, and orchestras have come and performed there and stuff like that.
Nice.
I don't remember the name of the hall, but it's one of those, it's basically one of those Christ Audi ka this thing, like a big, think it to be like a bigger version of the Christ Audi. Christ Audi is only so big.
Yeah.
Think of this to be like a little bigger than the Christ Audi, right? And
Got it.
yeah, so that was that.
Got a fair
so
bro.
basically that. Yeah. Christ Audi, dude, such nostalgia. Remember how we were like
Dude.
just made, but you were quite sorted that way, because I think you were that management kid who kind of got into that festing bit, and you could like escape all of this thing. I was never that guy, dude.
Fuck off. No, I
Fucking
never
hated
had
all
that
that.
privilege, you know. That was core committee. I was like, quiz, bro. Quiz was chill. Quiz was like, come take
Oh
attendance.
yeah, dude, you were the
Chill.
quizzer. Oh my god, dude. Like, I'll tell you. Oh yeah, now I remember. It was you, Himadri, and another guy. Nahar, dude, my classmate.
Nahar.
Holy shit. Yeah, and dude, it was such a chill. Like I remember, everybody used to fight for the quiz event. So,
Yeah.
such just Christ things. For those of you who've been through this will know it, but others, be prepared to get shocked. So we were given events, okay? Events where you are told, as an outsider, you right there, are told that there is 100% participation from everybody. You know how? By keeping it compulsory. If you don't turn up there, next day you have to go report to your teacher. Just
HOD.
Christ things. Oh, dude, can we not talk about that human
Let's
being?
not go there.
Yeah, let's not get there. He is. I can go on record to say this, dude. I don't care. I have no source of income or business whatsoever happening from them. He's the villain that nobody needs in your life. Like he is that energy that nobody wants. Nobody should have it. Not even somebody you hate the most should face this too. Like, yeah, basically. For those of you who know him. For those of you who don't. Better not. Better not.
Better not. Exactly.
Yeah, you know, and yeah, but it's just crazy, right? Like how that place just changed. Like how was it for you, man? Like, see, one was that you were 12th standard kid with this one place, which you claim that you know is a very peaceful city. People are minding their own fucking business, and then next thing you move here, and then you see these overwhelming things happening to you. I at least was a little somewhat prepared to it because I did my PU in Christ as well. But what was it for you
No,
to just
I
come
was
there
there.
and be like, you dude, what is happening? Like,
No,
What?
I had my 11th, 12th in Bishop Cotton's there.
oh, acha. Then you were also quite sorted
Yeah.
that way.
So it was
Uh-huh.
pretty fine for me.
So then you wouldn't have had a problem. It's only
Yeah,
the guys
and I was
who
a
suddenly
boarding kid
end up-
there, so Christ was like,
Then to.
relaxed
Then to-
life, bro,
so-
relaxed.
Yeah. See, that way I guess comparatively was a relaxed life for me, but not in case of. I mean, I don't know, man. I just never believed in the way they did things. I understand you kind of want to keep like one standardized way of people, but I don't know. You can get standardization through so many other ways, but
Yeah, man, they were too
I guess,
hardcore on like obnoxious things, man. Like especially those fucking
Exactly.
ID cards, and the
Yeah.
guard getting that presidential power in their ass. That was too much.
that's just them being there. But then, even out of that, there were some guards who were actually genuinely sweet. Like they're
Yeah,
like,
dude,
"Kyun?
like evening guards
Why are you
basically.
doing this?"
Yeah.
Evening guards, exactly. They're like, why are you getting yourself into this? No, this place works. They were so sympathetic towards it. They're like, dude, the system is like this. What are you going to do by being a rebel
Yeah,
about
bro.
it? Okay.
Then that
Like, it was so
Rajkumar,
funny.
attendance guy, remember him? That guy was in his
No.
was epiphany, bro.
Yeah.
Like chilling in
Yeah,
his
he
own
was
world.
epiphany.
Lifelong
That guy, dude, like he was resting bitch face before resting bitch face actually happened. I guess,
Yes,
like to the
yes,
entire
yes.
world.
That's
You know,
like,
if
100% accurately said, bro. Personified
If-
resting bitch face.
tell me about it, bro. Like every class, this guy would just come. I'm like, dude, how? Like, how can someone be so consistently punchable? Like.
Yeah.
I mean, because after a point you think there's something wrong in you, toxic, something toxic developing into you. But then you see him every time. I'm like, ये consistently कैसे हो सकता है? Either there's too much negativity in my body or he is just like that. I don't know.
Probably the person.
But I mean, God bless that human being. But yeah, man, and it's crazy, right? Because I think it's one of those places where everybody is hated, but everybody likes it for the people in it. People in it,
Yeah.
manike, not the teachers, the people who you are with. Though I unfortunately, like at least for like the first 2.5 years of my life, I never found a social footing for myself, and I've been like very vocal about it also. I've been like, dude, it's not the end of everything. Like there's so much more to life, trust me. But it's the last 6 months that I just like my mind just opened up, and I was just like, holy shit, there is so much more in this place than that. Because for the longest of times, I was never a good fit with the management crowd. Though I was pretty decent in getting my shit together, start studying, and though I kind of knew what I had to do. It wasn't like I was lost or something, but it never felt home, which is what happens to me now, right? Like there are days I work 7 hours straight. I'm just tuck, I'm taking links, I'm sending to people, I'm mailing, and after that, I just close my eyes. That's all I know, and I'm out, like I'm passed out, and the next day I get up, I'm like, oh wow, okay, I was apparently genuinely tired, and but it never feels like, oh God, why am I doing this? Like it never feels that way, but it always felt that way when I was doing that. That was kind of my experience with them. But what was it like for you to come there and then get accumulated to the crowd there? Because let's face it, considering that you've done your 11th and 12th there, the crowd that comes there is considerably different. It's considerably very different from the rest of the Christ crowd in general. I think I can go on record to say that. So how was it for you to adjust to that place? Because I couldn't. For the longest of times, I've always tried understanding why I couldn't, and I've still not really found like a genuine answer for myself. But what was it for you there, like,
Okay, so for me, what happened was after Cottons, I was in DU because I didn't have good marks and I had this OBC
Asha.
quota. So DU happened. And then
Right.
I had been learning Java for like good straight 4 years of my life back then and scoring
Okay.
pretty well, like 98, 96 going on thing. When I went to DU, they started teaching the same fucking thing all over again. I was like, okay, घर वाली बात है. So 13% attendance, I'm chilling and stuff. Practical to exam का दिन आया. So I finished the exam in good 20 minutes and other time I was like helping others. Okay, it's a college thing you do, man. Teacher
basic.
bloody found out. And पूरे college में, like पूरे section में सिर्फ मैं fail हुआ. और सबके सब pass.
Okay.
So I was like, I can't
Oh,
take this shit. I am leaving DU. हो गया मेरा DU के साथ. तो good एक semester मेरा फिर 6 months wastage गया. I was chilling in Bangalore then looking for colleges. And then I went and applied for Joseph's. But when I went to give the exams, जो test होता है, so I saw all my juniors then, right? Because अब तो I dropped a year. And I fucking couldn't take it. So I went outside, bought a pack of cigarettes and just left, man. तो कुछ नहीं हो पाया मेरे से. I was like pretty much, dead inside, yeah. Like अब मैं अपने juniors के साथ
I can
exam
imagine.
do and all that thing happened in head suddenly. Then like reality came in front. Okay, अब नहीं हुआ तो मेरे को फिर next set of juniors के साथ बैठना होगा. So I have to get in Christ
Okay.
somehow. So
Right,
Christ interview
right.
happened and stuff happened. So I got in. So that was my only option to basically save myself. क्योंकि मैं कंप्यूटर साइंस छोड़ के आया था BBM करने and had full explanation and stuff happening in to family also and everyone else की
Yeah.
साइंस छोड़ के कॉमर्स मैनेजमेंट कहाँ जा रहा है and why and all that.
Right.
So that was like अगर नहीं हुआ तो भाई और लेवल एक्सप्लेन नहीं करा सकता, so I have to get in. तो अच्छा गया, got in, सब खुश. अब जब आ ही गए तो भाई करके ही निकलना है. तो but then when I got in तो again juniors थे वहाँ पे. But then this was a good friendly time क्योंकि सब frustrated थे Christ से ना, तो वो feeling है ना mutual थी कि अब does not matter तू junior है senior है, मेरे batchmates मेरे senior हो गए थे, सब एक पेज पे थे bro, तो it was really nice. तो I adjusted यार क्योंकि
Nice.
I had
That's
my-
lovely to hear, dude.
yeah. So it was nice yeah, overall for me. Like I was very pleased to find some similar faces first of all, and then they helped me through the because science to commerce shift is a very bad shift. So accounts and all this
Oh, yeah,
lingos
man,
come
tell
up.
me about it.
So that happened. People were there. Slowly they became friends because they had to chill out somewhere, and I had a PG and they were in families. So मेरा जगह
Right,
सबका
right,
जगह
right.
बन गया. So that's how it started. And it was
That's
really
lovely
next
to
to
hear.
college. तो फिर लंच आवर ही वहीं
Oh,
होने लग
dude,
गया.
yeah. The iconic, dude. Iconic SG Palya. Like,
Right.
Horns up! Horns
That
up,
was
SG
a
Palya.
place to be, man. That
It's an
fucking
emotion,
bison
dude.
bar
It's not
and
a place
stuff.
and all. Yeah. That place is an emotion, dude. It'll
Yeah.
be full of filth and garbage, and you'll be like, I can smell fresh air. You'll probably be smelling the shittiest air out there. But that's just SD Palya for you.
Man. But it's pretty changed, man. It's become nice and corporate
Yeah?
type. Yeah.
Acha, because I mean the last I went, I think I went before this crazy thing started. I think last year गया था. Last year I think I don't remember. November या December के time पे एक time पे कुछ गया था मैं. I had some work and I had some कुछ scene था वहाँ पे, so I had gone there and I went on November, I remember exactly. So I had gone on November, I had gone for a gig और वहाँ पे गया तो वहाँ पे एक जश शावरमा की दुकान है ना, तो I was like, so that's where a lot of us actually used to meet up. So a friend of mine used to live there. He's moved to Cochin now. तो उसको बुलाया, मैंने बोला भाई आ चलते हैं, कुछ भी करते हैं, we just do something, whatever it is before the gig. And yeah, we kind of hung out there, and he was just like, Macha, this place has actually changed quite a lot. Interestingly, I was like, oh wow, okay. And we kind of went around a little bit and stuff. I couldn't believe I was kind of doing this because I'm somebody who's lived in Bangalore my entire life, and then now that I've moved here, I'm just like, nostalgia, how, and all. Like I was tripping in that street. It was really funny. It was very interesting actually, because. But गंदगी तो वहीं पे उसका वो consistent है.
उधर ही consistent
जितना भी
था, bro.
corporate, हाँ वो तो कूड़ा
Back
तो
in our time, though, it
कूड़ादान
was
का.
so fucking dirty, but somehow lived through it.
सही है. So how is but tell me, Deval, how has life been after that? See, one is you came back, you decided to take over the family business and you were doing it, but I mean, let's face it, a lot of it was just us sparring through and just whatever it was, right? Like through our coping mechanisms, you were just somehow getting it done, and that final degree ke day pe when you were getting it, you were just like, "Amma taaye," and you were just like running away from it or something like that, right? But how has life been after that, dude? Like, cause for me, I can very clearly like demarcate my scene with after Christ, before Christ sort of a thing, because that clearly happened, and that like completely. Though like what I'm telling, right? Like most of our experiences have probably not been on the greater side, but it also taught you a lot of things and how to not do things and how to not to be to people, and you know there is more to life than just coming on deadlines and finishing it, and some time for you to breathe and things. So how was that for you? So when you came back here, when you went back to your hometown taking care of the business, how did it help? Like that 3 years of that hustle that you had, no? तेरा तो और उसके ऊपर उससे पहले 4 साल का you had one. 4 साल का एक सेमेस्टर के लिए you had one. 4 साल लो.
Yeah.
one semester ke liye you had a hustle. So let's just say 3 years and a 6 months add to that. How was it taking all those experiences and putting in? Could you clearly put it into or were things just given to you saying, okay, do it this way, and then you kind of devised your own way around it to like work your business out? Like, how was that? Just take me through that. No, I'm not even sure if I'm
So-
articulate right now, but yeah.
No. It was like a very drastic shift, okay? Because first of all, when you
Okay.
have learned in a good college, let's say in a good city of Bangalore and all, and then
Basically,
you come back to Bihar, the people and their mentality, no, it's completely different from what you did there. Even though you're
Okay.
like very genuinely you're going the legit way of process of works and
Yeah,
stuff, but the people around you are not in the same work frame, right?
Ha.
So you have to stoop down to their level to make them understand what you want on your own level. And that's
Right. Interesting.
bloody tough, bro. Bloody tough. You can't make a layman understand what you are trying to vision or picture. Probably is the thing they've been doing for like generations and generations. So it's like weaving. It's very simple.
Right.
You've been weaving for generations. Your grandpa did, your father did, now you're doing. All I've asked you to put a different color of shade in it. Bro, this guy will be on all his nerves on me. Like, ये तो कैसे होगा, वैसे होगा, इसमें ये होगा, वो होगा. Like, bro, you did this for last 80 years, man. Calm down. If you don't know, we'll figure it out. But
Right.
they panic like anything. So I had to understand first of all what is going in their head. Okay, how do they approach a person like me if I'm giving them a
Right.
new design or something, or like what's going in their head basically. To
I see.
understand that, I had to understand first my workers, how do they function.
Exactly.
So since I was a marketing guy back in college, and then finance was really not my thing.
I
Thank
see.
God I had a person to help me through. You were quizzing with Varsha last time, and she helped me through most of the accounting because she was a commerce one forever.
Ah. Oh yeah. Shout out to you, Varsha.
So that helped me through the commerce side of life. But in this, when it comes to that, I was good at marketing and not the very accounts and numbers, not that side. So I was like, okay, I'll go with my marketing guy and check out how does he do the sales and this part.
Right.
So I was very clear. See, do not take me as like I'm your owner's son or something. Take me like I want to learn with you the way you market, what our company does for a while. So we started with from Bihar. We went to first train we take and we enter this Bangalore first stoppage. So since it was like Bangalore to home ground and all, मैं देख लूँगा. So you know, first time I'm there. When you go to the client's place and then client is like, oh, owner ka, and he gives you full izzat. First time you're visiting, right? So एकदम नया चीज.
Right,
You
right,
also
right.
like the privileges of stuff कि owner का बेटा and shit. And then suddenly when it comes to the terms of business, there's no business happening because you know वो सारी relations maintain कर लेगा and then they move on. They don't now.
Right.
I could not understand why is this happening to me now. I have come with no new fabric, new projections. Interest होना चाहिए. I could not understand that these guys were so smart that अगर नया लड़का आया है, they should break down the price. They played mentally with me. So that I would revisit them कि सर कल तो order नहीं हुआ, आज कुछ देखिए. So they would break me down.
Right.
Now this guy was like, अब तू देख खादी को खादी बोल के बेचेगा, तो खादी का वैल्यू अभी है नहीं. तो back then there was not that trademark and the value was not such high, the खादी thing. And
This was how many years back?
This is like I think 5-6 years ago.
Okay.
Like right
Just
after
when
I
you
left
were
college.
Done
Yeah.
with college, yeah. Okay.
So I was very proud of the thing because I understood what khadi meant. It meant giving jobs to people back in like very weedy area, and there's like one hut in like a acre of in like 10 acres of grassland. There's one hut and the woman is spinning a thing. So that's where khadi comes from to us. So it means a lot
Right.
to us that we are employing such people and families and villages.
Absolutely.
When it comes to a vendor in Bangalore, he's probably just looking कि okay खादी है, मेरे को खादी तो पूरे देश से आता है, so there's nothing new about your Bihar खादी, and yours is
Okay.
costly, तो या तो सस्ता
Okay.
करो or else I don't think there's a market for it.
Okay.
So that disturbed me, right? Because I'm selling something so pure, so genuine, and it does not happen. Third day, my agent he took me like, okay, let's do it my way.
So what? Sorry to cut you, but what made your material particularly expensive? Was there something that it had which kind of differentiated your product from the other varieties of khadis that were available?
Yeah, the thing is like the khadi which we did was like when you take the
Uh-huh.
cotton balls and you spin it on the woman sits. It's basically done in a family. So
Okay.
they teach separately.
Okay.
How do I tell you? Like the man is generally the weaver.
I
The
see.
kids are the collectors and the spinners, and the woman
Okay.
she basically takes up the bobbining part. Let's say the spindle of yarn, so she'll spin it on it so
Huh.
that it's easier to weave.
Okay.
So when a
Interesting.
sari is made, literally the whole of family has taken part.
Family
in
is involved in it. Oh shit.
Exactly.
Okay.
From the yarn
Nice.
to the spindle to the weaving part.
Yeah. Holy shit. Okay. Nice.
So when we do that khadi, since there's machine involvement is like literally just the spinning and the weaving part, but a person
Right.
has to be there to do that thing, and that
Okay.
effort and time takes is what costs us, because it is done
Okay.
manually. And if you just take
Okay.
that and put it on machine, put it in mills, it's pretty cheap. You get it for like, I don't know, 1/3 of the price or 1/4 of the price.
Okay, but is there a difference in the quality because it's handmade and versus machine? Like,
Definitely.
is there a drastic difference? Okay.
Definitely. When you
Okay.
when you wear something which is handloom made or handmade, it
Ha,
feels like it is
this I agree.
made custom for you. Like it
Yeah,
feels
yeah.
airy and like breathes on you. But when it's like something
This I agree
meal
with.
and it's pitch perfect. Like you're
Yeah,
wearing
yeah.
a t-shirt. This is a not knitted t-shirt. It's pitch perfect.
Yeah,
There's no
this is
flaws in it because it's machine made.
Right.
So that's the feel and of it, and probably all the emotions that come with the since I elevated probably a family is eating food because of you, because you're wearing a very simple
Oh, of
t-shirt.
course,
because
it's
of
got
thing.
that. Yeah, it's got that. This thing associated to it as well. Yeah. So.
You need to turn things around their understanding to make your things done. This
Okay.
is what I've learned through that guy. So if they want khadi but they don't want to pay so much, ठीक है, तेरे को जो खादी लगता है ले लो. This is खादी, हाँ ये भी खादी है, ले लो. Simple as that. Yep, you don't
Okay.
want to pay. How can I offer you something which is not that? You just want
Right.
to believe that this is khadi. Fine, this is khadi.
Okay.
Like people are stupid that way. I can't help it. But then when you come to corporates and work, and they look for like legit khadi thing, and these guys are generally people out of NIFTs and designers. They have worked on it. They understand what we are making. They appreciate it. They look
Right.
forward to it. Like we did a very from the times this East India route started. East India
Okay.
times, and so we had this silk route, which is from the 1600s time. So Bhagalpur was a core part of silk route, because of
I
which
see.
Bhagalpur became very innovative in their weaving standards, but was not a production hub. Like you can't compare Bhagalpur to Tirupur or Surat or any of the bigger stations.
Was it because the families were rather doing it in a much smaller scale rather than a factory, this thing, but a home-based setup sort of a thing?
Right. Every home had
Okay.
a loom, but there was no such factories here. So everyone was like, अगर अपने को अलग नहीं करेंगे तो हम लोग का काम नहीं होगा. So that mentally brought in innovation. But since families and clusters are doing it, they can't do production. So that became a very bad factor over here. So we had a connection we made through this Instagram that was pretty interesting, and she was working on Indian fabrics. So I messaged her, would you be interested? We make these fabrics on handloom. We don't have much of a production strength, but we have innovation strength. And I explained her the same thing. She was very interested, and she was like, this could be a major part of the story. Yeah, so what happened was she was like, there's a very good global demand for handmade stuff. Even though there's not production, we can take time. So we went ahead and
is she a fashion designer, or is she from a company, or?
She started out of sourcing company for designers in New York. So she also was a very good startup. Just started out.
Right.
So we were then. After that, we sent her a few samples and stuff. What she liked was the very basic Bhagalpuri silk, which is like if you look into your mom's cupboard also, you'll find a Bhagalpuri silk sari. If you look into your dad's cupboard, you will find a Bhagalpuri silk jacket. You will.
Okay.
Like it's
so
in
how can I
everyone's
find out
cupboard.
if it's a Bhagalpuri this thing? Is there some this thing that a layman can just touch and be like, oh, apparently this is Bhagalpuri? Like, can I figure that out? Like for Kanchipuram you can, right? Like for Kanchipuram silk sari, your mums can basically figure out whether this is fake, this is good material,
So
bad material.
on this
right? So-
Father's Day, I think you should go back to your fathers and ask, do you have a Bhagalpuri silk, and let them teach you again.
Okay, cool. I'm going to do that. Super.
You should try that. He will know. That's my
Yeah.
guarantee. But he won't
Sure,
know where
sure.
Bhagalpur is. That's also my guarantee.
Highly likely. Yeah.
So they liked our story, and then we sent our fabrics, and this Bhagalpuri silk thing started. We
Right.
out of our mind thing happened. They presented it to Gigi Hadid, and she wore it, and
Whoa.
she did a presentation on that. She did a model thing, wore it for a day, and our sales went up. So
Wow.
that was like really, really enterprising for us. Like, wow, something out of Bhagalpur went to Gigi Hadid in like very out of Instagram.
Right.
The next thing happened
Yeah,
was
right. So.
no, that was not the end of it. The better was
Uh-huh.
it went to New York Fashion Week after that, and we had more than
Oh.
yeah.
Nice,
viewers-
dude. I
No,
think
my
I remember
viewers-
seeing a story of yours. You put a story about this, no? If I'm
Right,
not wrong.
right.
I remember seeing this. Yeah.
So they did a very
That is
pretty collection,
so
but
cool.
when I showed it to my viewers here, they were like, "ये लोग ऐसा कपड़ा पहनते हैं?" And I'm like, जो बिकता है सो बिकता है. We can't help it. It's their imagination, their
Yeah.
culture. So I had to make them understand because it's a very sheer thing. They made jackets, they made shirts out of it, and when men here see ladies wearing, sheer tops, and they were like, हमने ये कपड़ा बनाया और ये पहन लिए ऐसे ही.
Okay.
So
see, that's
the
such an
difference of
interesting
mind frame.
transition for someone like me. Yeah, exactly. Like this, what do you exactly put, right? Like it's such an interesting transition for me to hear this out. That one DM is all it took for you to get it across, and the ripple effect of that resulted in one celebrity wearing it, and because of that, your sales went up, and it got featured in another event, and then the ripple effect of that, your sales again went up, which is so cool. It is all it took was one DM. You just have to
Right.
reply to that DM, and you're like sorted. Isn't that so crazy? That's like the
Yeah,
that's
man.
like one
Sliding into
crazy-ass
DMs
side of
really
social
work at
media.
times.
Oh God! But please don't slide in. Only slide in if you're a business house.
Other times
don't
it
slide in
doesn't,
otherwise.
bro.
Yeah. Other times it doesn't work. I don't even know if it'll work. A few days back, I was just swiping in one of these apps, and
Swiping in one of these apps is cool.
Yeah, तो उसमें no, so the funny part is that, right? तो मुझे तो कभी मैच होता ही नहीं है मेरा, ठीक है? And even if it happens, it'll be some really like, dude, why am I like doing this to myself, sort of a person, okay? Why am I even putting myself through this shit? Like I'm doing good in life. क्यों ये करना है? क्यों unnecessary turmoil को अपने जिंदगी में डाले जा रहे हैं? So the worst are these people who say, if I do not reply to you, please message me on Instagram. I'm like, dude, no. You are fishing for followers. I do not care. You look the most prettiest person in the world. I'm not gonna match with you. Even though my chances of you matching with me is clearly very less, but it is so irritating when people just mention their Instagram IDs. They're just there to like fish for followers and stuff. Yuck, not cool. Not at all cool. But yeah.
I think whatever works.
Yeah, that's true.
Probably
That's
works
very
for them.
true. See, so that's one way of looking at it. Another thing is that, right? See, not a lot of people take this stand strongly, right? Like they're like, dude, no, you don't want to converse here. You just want to fish your Instagram followers.
Yeah,
There'll
right.
still be idiots who'll actually go message saying, I saw your profile on this thing. I'm like, dude, no, dude.
What?
You're just
What
destroying-
if that girl finally replies like one day she's so bored and she's like, what fabrics do you make?
कहाँ सोचो, ठीक है? I'm giving you other life analogies, ठीक है? BBM किया, खाक 9 महीना काम किया, ठीक है? इतना पसंद आया कि छोड़ के बाहर आ गया, फिर बोला मैं म्यूजिक करूँगा, I was eating myself like a chimpanzee. 5 साल लगा अपने अकाउंट में पैसे देखने के लिए, ठीक है?
Yeah.
It took me 5 freaking years to just get to a decent place where I'm like, अच्छा ठीक है, कुछ तो आ रहा है अभी, and that कुछ तो is कुछ तो, because a lot of people कुछ तो बोले तो 5,000 ना, मुझे तो उतना भी नहीं मिल रहा था, like I was a super penury broke guy. If it wasn't for my family's support, I wouldn't have been anywhere close to where you see me right now potentially, okay? So for someone who's like been through that much of this thing, no, this is literally nothing. Like you become so thick-skinned after a point, right? Because you're just, see, it's such a hustle, this job, right? Because though it's a hustle that I like to do, that is something I can very frankly and this unabashedly say, because 100 people I drop an email and I get reply from 2 people. And it's 100, and it's like a proper 100. It's not like less than or more than 100. It's full top 100, and you know, it's just trial and error. And you gotta keep at it. You gotta be at it. You gotta be at it. Like I remember a friend of mine who did this podcast with me as well. He's like, boss, you gotta have blinders. You know,
I know.
like a horse. Like you just put those 2 blinders and you keep going to that track. You get up and you run again. And for me, for someone like me who in general didn't have things happening so favorably at a considerable age group and stuff like that, वो बोलते हैं ना हर एक चीज़ के लिए एक age होता है and stuff like that, that's never worked for me as a person at all, क्योंकि उस टाइम पे कभी होता नहीं है, वो थोड़ा 5 साल 6 साल के बाद ही सब शुरू होता है, ठीक है? तो first I used to feel really bad कि ऐसा क्यों नहीं कर रहे हैं and stuff like that, and after a point I was just like, dude, तू जा dude, तू नहीं है तो एक और 500 हो गए dude, I'll figure it out. And so I guess that hustle, no, is something, even though yours, like you said, yours was a family business that your dad gave it over to you and asked you to like take care of it and stuff. But I guess if you hadn't taken your colleague's recommendation, you wouldn't have been here today, at least business wise. Right. So that hustle inside our head, no, it's just you just have to cultivate it, dude. You've got to be undeniable AF. Like I'm sure you'll agree with me with this as well. You'll just be like, नहीं आएगा कोई नहीं, मैं दूसरे को देगा, तू भी नहीं, कोई नहीं, मैं दूसरे को देगा. You just gotta be at it, and yeah, man, I think that's what figures your stuff out, and you could be like, okay, this is what it is, and that's what your jam is and stuff like that. So since you were already telling that for lockdown you've sort of figured out an alternative and stuff, what are the safety measures that you're like particularly employing in Dude? Because it's really tricky, man. This thing right here, like I just got to know a few hours back that a friend of mine has been declared COVID positive, though he's not having any symptoms as such, but his family also has apparently gotten it, and everyone's just isolated because there are no hospital beds right now and stuff like that. And he lives in an extremely good area with a very good housing facility and stuff. Abhi us jaise bande ko hi haa raha hai to, how is it for you to take that safety precaution, and first of all to convince workers and say ki tum aao and we can sort of take care of you, apart from money being one major source of motivation? What are the steps that you have had to go through, especially during these 3 months ka time, for you to just get them and like work? You know, work to alag ki baat hai, but just to get them to the factory and say, boss, karna hai, and we need people. Like what was going through you at that point?
We actually were shut for good 2 months, 2.5 months, whatever time we think. We were shut. We did not open because it was necessary at that time. If we started mobilizing, people would start following you. You know, like अगर ये खोल रहा है तो आप लोग भी खोलते जाओ. It's allowed. ये लोग खोल सकता है तो हम क्यों नहीं खोले? That kind of brain thing is always there. So like, okay, let's not do this. And my dad was during that period, because this region of Bihar is extremely poor. Like I explained it to you how the family thing.
How the hut,
now
the
that
family. Yeah,
we are not at work, so right now these guys are also not at work. So for good 2
exactly.
months. So these all the weavers and the communions, the unions, whatever they have, they all got together. They set up a house kitchen in one of the marriage halls. So since marriage hall people already have a very good setup, so they took their people only. And then they started with 750 people, and by the end of the lockdown period, whatever we had, they were servicing around 3,500 people lunch and dinner.
Wow.
So that was my dad's side part, and his friends and everyone, they got together and did that. So whatever we could do, my brother, since he's in NIFT and we are a fabric thing, he started making masks. So in home only he started giving it to the social people we are around, like our maids and probably the staff people, whoever you saw was not wearing like ये लो पहना करो जिंदगी बचाओ, like he gave everyone जो मिला उसको dialogue दे दिया और एक mask दे दिया.
That's great. That's great, dude. That's great. That's really great of them to do that.
So
And how was it in terms of adapting your safety procedures and things like that? Like,
No,
what are the
safety,
steps that
I
you
think-
took?
no, since in Bihar the thing was because it's so low, people were really not
Ah.
giving a damn about it the whole time.
Okay.
So when
Okay.
I started putting sanitizers in my place, they would just come for the fun of it, you know. For the first time, they probably
ये
got
क्या
the
है?
feel
ये
of
तो
it.
ये तो कुछ अगला. हाँ, ये तो बड़ा ठंडा लग रहा है इसको तो डालने से.
I know,
can
I know. So
imagine,
they're
dude.
like enjoying
Yeah.
it, bro. Like they finish a full pack of sanitizer. So I had to explain it to them why I'm doing this and stuff.
Okay.
You could just wash
Okay.
your hands and you don't need to sanitize it after that. They're like,
हाँ,
वो
हाँ,
हाथ तो
हाँ.
धो लिया, पहले sanitize करना जरूरी है. Like no, bro, it does not work
अच्छा.
that way. You have to teach them. It takes a different level of you know patience to get
I
through their
understand.
head. And
Yeah.
when they get it, they're like they started employing it to other people. That's the best part.
That's so lovely, dude. Nice.
Yeah. Like it takes a little bit of effort, but when they get it, they want it to be like applied to others. If they don't take it, they will fucking force it. Like pano bancho.
Nice. Nice. That's
Like,
so nice to know. So
Bihar is very
Yeah.
extremes, bro. Like either they are like very smart, they'll become IAS or some shit, or they are dumb and they'll go on the extreme of like not understanding anything you say. Like it's either which or the like you know you get beaten up.
Yeah, like I don't know, like you know, it's kind of sad, no? Sometimes, like when you think of it, like what you were just saying, it's these extremes which are sort of boiling it down to a point that a lot of them are getting out, like especially migrant laborers, who are getting out of this place and are actually finding employment in other places, but are probably struggling to find some work back home. Like, you know, it's
No,
something I've
the
found
scene
very
is-
fascinating.
The scene is very unnatural right now. What happened after
Okay.
the workers came back from everywhere?
Ha ha ha.
What the people should have thought then, if you could have just given him food, okay, just the basic food, he would have stayed back. But they
Yeah.
couldn't provide that. Now these guys are sending from Punjab. They send buses here with advance money for the family and food and things stuff to take
Right.
them back. Like that's really stupid, man. Should have thought about it 2 months ago. Or like any time during the period. Now that you really need to
Yeah.
start again and you're sending buses from Punjab to pick them up. So that's like a very regular scene now. Every now and then there are different state buses here trying to pick them up and stuff.
Huh.
Chalo, wapas chalo.
Huh.
And it's fully sponsored. Like the people are waiting with like you know small
Acha.
gifts and stuff for the family for whoever worker is coming. It's
Right,
cheap,
right,
man.
right,
that's
right.
that's not the way businesses should function. I think. Like
Yeah,
should give them
I
a little
understand.
support in this times of need, and I think they will stay back because they literally work together. If they worked for you like for last 20 years or like let's say
Ah.
20 days also, just a little support, you know, they'll latch to it. But
It's rather the small things that matter.
exactly,
Especially during
it's
these
very
times,
very
if
small
you're
things, man. And people look for that small bleak hope, you know. That's what I've understood in Bihar.
Yeah.
I don't think money is a very big matter over here. It's probably
I
a
see.
connection that matters here. It's not that
Okay.
Gunda connection or that, you know, all that. But
No, but
you
the
just-
trust.
That trust.
That trust of
Basic trust.
saying that, hey, you know what, you work for me, I'll make sure that I take care of you. You're
Yeah.
like just one another person. You're another valuable asset for me, sort of a thing. I understand.
That way, like during this time when we were not open and stuff, these people were like, भैया कुछ तो खोलो, बाकी लोग खोल रहा है, काम कर रहा है. Like very simple. तू जिंदा रहेगा तो कल भी काम करेगा, bro. Patience रख. Then they understood like ठीक है, चलो धीरे धीरे करके they started coming back. They did their own thing. They clean up. Like we didn't even
Right.
call them. They just came by to clean up the place and stuff. They were like, okay, thank you so much. You thoughtful. So that goes a long way, man.
that's
The way I think.
I completely, dude. Completely agree. Completely agree. So, do you think, like, probably now see, as an entrepreneur, you are somebody who's probably involved in that. But do you think, as a collective, if not in your town, it's too hypothetical a thing to happen. But do you think generating more employment opportunities in their hometown at this point will actually help them to not go to another place altogether? Because at the end of it, no matter in what horrible conditions they're probably living in another place, some 6 people are just stuffed inside a room and stuff like that. A lot of times, and this is something I've actually found out from this one dude who cooks at a Punjabi restaurant nearby. dude makes exceptional food, right? It's like he's apparently trained under he claims that he trained under a chef who was like a great chef, and he kind of brushed his culinary skills and kind of solidified it further and stuff. And I mean, to एक time था where it was a little bit more open for a while, and I happened to go there once and I was like, बहुत सीन क्या आजकल खोल बोल के भी रखे हो क्या रहा, मतलब धंधा कैसे चल रहा है, बिजनेस कैसे चल रहा है भैया. तो he's like, मैं अभी छोड़ के जाने का भी मन नहीं कर रहा ना साहब. अच्छा वो क्यों? तो he's like, तो वापस जाने में ना वहाँ पे तनख्वाह ज़्यादा नहीं मिलती है ना साहब. And that sort of took me by storm, because I'm like, think of it now. You are outside somewhere, okay, like let's take this thing only. We are nowhere. I don't think we can ever get in that sphere of thought to think of it, but just looking at it from a very, very, very macro perspective, like say if somebody is working outside and he has to take care of all his expenses and everything, despite that he's able to save some money, versus him being in his hometown and not really getting the worth of him or the worth of what he feels he deserves to be compensated, at least to some extent, if not exactly there, but at least to match up to it, and he's barely able to save anything for himself, right? And that's what he was saying, and my mind just blew away, क्योंकि सब अभी क्या सोचेगा, घर जाएंगे, घर पे कुछ कर लेंगे, कुछ जुगाड़ कर लेंगे, वहाँ पे चला लेंगे. But his thought process itself blew me apart. I'm like, shit, I've never thought of it this way at all. So how much do you think this is actually the right time for people to just look into it and just take in more laborers or workers of any category for that matter, or employees of any category for that matter, for you to make them just realize that, hey, you know what, stop going to another place and just get this thing a little bit together, because you are responsible for this place as much as...
No, the way we faced this situation was, the way I understood the situation, this was very badly mishandled, right? This was not good situation.
This was a...
Because
yeah.
Across industries, if you ask anyone, okay, if you ask a person from, let's say, a metal industry or medical industry, or an IT, not IT probably. IT is always
predominantly the manufacturing industry, I guess. The manufacturing industry?
Like, there is a very, very big scarcity of laborers. Very big scarcity. Especially the skilled laborers. There's a unimaginary amount of unskilled laborers who will charge you same as skilled laborers and would not give you enough production. So you'll have to take them under you and train them for a good period until you're at the level, and then take it up from there. So that's how it works in our kind of business. But now the thing is, these people are coming back. You'll have to understand why they left in the first place.
Exactly.
So when they had let's say a person had an acre of land, so family is working on it. Now the family, the father has 2 kids. Now the father, mother and 2 kids are working on that land. But the land's capacity is to produce only that much amount, whatever the time the father had. Or like, land's capacity remains same, the people are increasing, right?
Okay, right. Got it.
It cannot grow much even if like more people start working on it.
Yeah. It's what that place can produce. Even if you exponentially increase the labor, it's the land's worth of what it can take or make.
Now Bihar and UP is a completely agrarian community. It's not an industrial community.
Exactly.
So Bihar did very good, around 75% of India's fulfillment of this agriculture during this lockdown time. Because the workers were already here, no one had to go out, the people who were producing anyway. It is the people from Punjab who came back, right? Or from the other places and everywhere who started coming back to Bihar. But people here were already here and they were same producing. So they were the fulfillment masters this time. But now that they have more people working on them from all over the place, now these people are restless in their own homes now. And that's the worst part. Now there is a very huge collection of unskilled laborers now. Or probably they are skilled in their own different genre, which is not required in Bihar. Because Bihar is not that.
Right.
Like they are from the mining industry, or let's say or probably a painter or something, or any kind of skill, you know. There's a tailor, there's a chef, let's say your Punjabi guy. He's doing excellent over there. But if he comes back to Bhagalpur and if he starts a Punjabi hotel, I don't think he's gonna get that much business here, right? The capacity of the land is also to be counted in this. The variable is too strong.
Right. Now I get his point. Because I was completely looking at it from a very different point of view. Because, yeah, like, wow, yeah, that's now it makes sense. Now it entirely makes sense to me.
So that's the problem we have here now, and I think it's soon, like if it was little bit on the down curve, these people would have started going back because they're very restless here. I see every day when I go out, people are looking for jobs, but there's no work in the market. Like Bhagalpur is a city based out of cloths. If there's cloth market is not running, I don't think the supportive industries would work. Because अगर जैसे तुमने पानी bottling का भी धंधा खोल लिया from the reserve money you had out of the main business. Now the cloth business is not functioning, तो पानी किसको बेचोगे भाई?
हाँ वो exactly.
Like you start everything else around it, but if the core function is the least required, how does it support a city? And now that people are encroaching in the city, not encroaching, they are taking back what's theirs. It's not encroaching. They're coming back to what's the rightfully theirs. But the place does not have that capacity to give you back so much right now.
Shit, that is so ironical, no? That's just irony on so many levels that it's not even funny, dude. Like, ooh, think about it. Oh god.
So it's very sad situation. Like let's say when I was talking to a friend in we had a friend in college who is now basically Shanghai based. So I was like, what is the situation there? How is it there? How are they handling it? So it's like they have control pretty much, and the people do not really care about the Indo-China thing happening. They are very government dependent. They don't know what's happening basically. If
that exactly.
And we are at the situation कि यहाँ पे war है, ये है, we are going anti-China, सब कुछ बंद करा दो, and now we have to be Atmanirbhar and stuff, so we have to start manufacturing. But the cost of it, can you imagine when you don't have workers in the place? You don't have a situation in place where you can start producing again. You can start your factories again to start producing again. तुम भाई क्या कर सकते हो अभी? And you start जो biggest manufacturer है that has turned out to be a very dipshit, who's invoking their presence on every place it can. तो the geopolitics of the situation has affected macro में तो सबकी बजाई डाली है. जितना भी हमारा GDP बोलते rise कर रहा है, golden चिड़िया and all that, we know on the life it's real shit right now. But अगर तुम देखो तो India is not what lives in the macro cities or the big cities, mega cities. It is more of tier 2, tier 3, goes down to tier 6 or don't know what. Places where like there one hut for the whole village and stuff. And Bihar is somewhat very, very, you know, the poorest of the situations में. क्योंकि यहाँ पे खाने वाले लोग ज़्यादा हैं. यहाँ को फंड मिलता है, सब कुछ आता है, efforts मिलते हैं, लोग करते हैं, लेकिन it does not reach to people. So even though Nitish Kumar has tried to change it very, very magnificently, okay, like he has changed whatever Lalu was. Since I have lived through it, हम लोग यहाँ we could not go out after 4 or 5, you know, after sunset we are not supposed to go out because there's no surety you would return alive. It was that bad. And when Nitish Kumar came and he, you know, he put law and order in such good order, like I know it's 2 or 3, like it's one of those like good cities now to live in. You can't really look for your life to look back and walk. You shouldn't do that anymore. But it has not taken us to a place where, you know, you could start comparing Bihar to other states. We are still one of the backward states in the country. Like most backward states. Like even though the efforts have been very magnificent, but not that much, you know. Probably he brought us where we should get the basic human rights, but not the elevated where we should be out of the caliber of the people and the place maybe. So there's a lot that politics fucks us up, and not as much as politics. If he is doing the fair game, probably the people under him are not playing well, or the people he has joined hands with do not want him to work well, or do not put a good picture so that they can come in power. Like
it's just too much of ego and politics, and it's just a mix of too many things which will just make you go like, dude, like this is crazy.
Yeah, man. If they just put their efforts into it, they could, like once they took a decision, they threw Naxals out of the state. It was just one decision. They had to be very strong contraband on it. They took them out, right? People are now habitable. They are chilling. They took one stance and they didn't allow any of these criminals, the household criminals. They like the first day when ministers come in and they do their oath and shapath. Like it's a very good thing when you look into what ministers do. First step they do when they come in, they'll go to temples.
Okay.
They'll do all this
Ha
laddu patna, go to homage and all.
ha.
Remember when this guy came in, this Arvind Kejriwal, first thing he did was
Okay.
he lashed out rates for water bill and electricity bill. That was the first step he took.
Ha.
Same thing when
Yeah,
Nitish
yeah.
Kumar back in the day when he came in power, the first thing he did was the most crooked person here. He caught that guy by the collar and put him in the jail, and this guy is still in the jail.
Right.
Like the
So it's-
first step
it's just
always
that-
you know their vision, how they're gonna go ahead. And if they're very good with their vision, the state's gonna go ahead, and then
They can
people
just
are gonna
cut
go
through
ahead.
all the red tapeism. They
Yeah.
can just cut through all the red tapeism. But there's that no, Deval. The point is the person needs to be of a certain caliber and an influence. Someone like
Right.
Nitish Kumar.
Right.
Nobody can screw with his decisions because he's Nitish Kumar.
He's Nitish
He
Kumar.
can say, put him. That's it. There is
Exactly.
no
They have to
upper
take a
lobby
stand.
of pressure. That's basically. But that's too hypothetical a thing. No.
Exactly.
Think of
man.
it.
There's too many factors
Like-
that come in for them to take a stand.
Yeah.
And
Dude,
they
we are
can't
too
just be the
complicated
boss
a
of the
country, you
moment.
know. We are too complicated a country, man. You know, like I know, like there's this Brazilian musician that I was talking to, and we were working on this small concept, and over the time when we were probably talking, we were chatting up, and he was telling me, he was like, "Oh, you guys are so diverse. It is amazing how diverse you are." I was like, "We are diverse as hell, for sure we are. There is no doubt about it. But dude, the amount of complications that come with it, it is like it's beyond science after a point. You're just like, it's insane, right? Like something which is very different again, because again a very different point of view. I remember there was one point where people were like screw sensor, the sensor board for,
Yeah.
for filming and stuff. That can never happen. You know why? Because the minute that happens, bloody riots will start happening on streets, yeah. क्योंकि freedom of expression के नाम पे people will do whatever the hell that they want to do. You know?
Exactly.
Because we are so diverse and we are so insane कि हर 50 किलोमीटर में opinions change, our accent change, our food changes. There's just change in every way or another. So उस time पे when you know when someone just puts that line, ये censor को no dude, it is not that simple. And you know, taking that same thing for you, right? Like it's now he took that stance for whatever reasons that he had
Yeah.
at that point, but it worked. Now another 8 people who are following him should take the same stance, which will highly unlikely happen.
Right.
That's the problem.
That's the
where
biggest
it gets a
problem,
little
man.
crazy. But see, it's a start. Like what you're telling, right? Like few years back, you were telling you were not able to step out of the house beyond 4 or 5, but now it's become a much more safer city where the crime rates have reduced comparatively and stuff like that. So it's going to take time. Like I sometimes I've even told this in another podcast. I haven't put that. Yeah, man, it's crazy. Like we were just talking about India being like an insanely diverse country, and I was like. Which is something I couldn't understand at all. Like I understood where it came from. This entire ban the censor. This was the time when I forget his name. Pahlaj Nehlani was the chief censor chief, and he would just speak the most random inundane stuff. I understood that. Okay, I understand it's the person you wanted to get banned for, but banning the entire thing is so superficial. Like I remember there were hashtags trending on it saying ban censor. I'm like, dude, what is wrong with you idiots? Yeah, it's such a complicated little thing. Exactly, it's a very complicated issue, man. Like it's crazy. I get it where they're coming from, but I mean, there's also the other side that takes it a little bit too for granted and stuff like that, right? So there's that. Like we've gone like super intense college and then motherfucking intense. So we should probably like talk about what you're watching online right now, since but you're also working, so I'm sure you barely have any time for yourself.
No.
But whatever
When
little
you're-
time.
The thing in life is like you need to take out some time for yourself, man. Whatever hustle and whatever you're doing, whatever space you're in, if you don't have your own space, it makes everything go crazy. So
Right.
my little escape is the whatever I watch, see. This is too tense for me too. Like however easily might have spoken about it, and the picture, beautiful picture, you might have imagined, you know what's happening here, but it is very difficult to be in. And when they say, like, probably you in the music business, when you're working like strenuous, like, you know, 7 hours a day, 7 days a week, you don't know when the chords might just hit right. It's on a Sunday night or on a Monday morning. It just might happen. So
Right.
you're always ready for the next thing, but it tires you out, man. If you don't switch off for some time and, you know, just go away, you just can't be in the
Yeah,
moment
dude.
then.
Totally, dude. I swear. This I agree with ya. Happened to me 2 days back. That's why I'm like,
Yeah.
totally like hitting and realizing me so hard. Yeah.
So
That's
whenever
something.
like,
That is something.
so when I have to do it here and then stuff, so this probably thing, Netflix and all, is a very good rescue. So I watched this Gulabo Sitabo the other day. This is
Oh,
very
how
nice.
was it? I'm yet to watch it actually.
Bro, it explains the real, actual, like, you know, the things I see around me, man. I was like very fascinated the way it was performed.
I see.
Yeah.
Oh, that's lovely. That's lovely. To
Like,
know.
it's about
I started. No, I know the story behind it and stuff, but it's just that I
Yeah.
haven't gotten into it because I generally like want to sit and watch it. I want to watch it in like my own space, and I want to like enjoy the narrative that they've built and the universe that they've probably built. Because Juhi Chaturvedi is an amazing writer. She's such an amazing writer. Like her
Yeah.
script sensing is just out of the world. So she's not the kind of person you could just like chumma sit and skip and watch. She's that person who you have to sit and
she
watch it. You
needs,
have to like,
yeah, that movie
or
needs
just sit
time,
down.
man, till the end. It's beautifully
Yeah.
portrayed. Like, even Bhagalpur here, like, back in the day, the families around where I live, and my family very back in the day, my forefathers and people back, like, very, really long ago.
Right.
So,
Right,
even
right.
they were weavers. Like,
हाँ,
थे
हाँ,
हम लोग जात से वीवर ही, अभी भी वीवर है, तब भी वीवर थे, बट उस समय राजा के
Fair.
वीवर्स थे.
ओह अच्छा
तो जब राजा खुश होगा तो वो एक महल छोटा सा दे दिया.
हाँ
So coming down the line, so many families and their sons, kids and everything and all. So the building is there.
हाँ
Building अभी भी महल तो महल ही रहेगा ना. हाथी मरे या जिंदा रहे, हाथी तो हाथी रहेगा end of the
मैं तो
day.
पहले रहेगा
So
Fair.
same thing. लेकिन उसमें
हाँ.
इतने सारे लोग हैं and everything, people and stuff for the division of property and the family feuds that happen over there. Everyone left.
Right.
Now the building is dilapidated condition and stuff. But like when you watch the movie and when I watched it and I, like, you know, related to the thing happening over here, like कितने महल हैं,
I
but
see.
then there's always one guy looking
see.
around, मेरे को rent दे दो rent बढ़ाओ, but does not care about the महल.
Okay.
The picture is long lost.
Okay.
So it was a very good take on that.
Oh wow, interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So, I mean,
Yeah, that
wasn't
must be
bad
something,
and
no?
this-
You're just like, ये तो क्या, ये तो मेरे यहाँ पे हो रहा है. And you suddenly see like on TV, like, हैं? ये क्या हो रहा है?
Like, remember when in college they
Damn,
took
nice,
us
dude.
for that village trip to Malur and all.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah, dude. That was one good thing that they did. That I gotta give it to them. It was such a lovely experience. That yeah, it was just a good experience. No, all of us
No,
kind of
imagine
broke a
how
little
was
bit of
that
ice
for
and-
me. I was like, मैं तो घर आ गया. See that? So it's like same feeling.
Right.
What feeling you had there? It's like every day for me. But then when I studied with you guys in probably in a very big city and that aura of living, you know, that understanding when you meet a layman there probably and when you meet a layman here, that also have a very, you know, the difference of laymanship.
Yeah, then the whole definition of layman becomes so tricky, no? You're like, then who is a layman?
Yes.
Wait, what's happening?
How do you start defining them now? How layman is this
Exactly.
layman?
Yeah, on a scale of 1 to 10, how layman are you? Yes. And the other guy also says yes. You're like, dude, so whom should I talk on a layman?
Yes.
So crazy.
So it's that, man.
Something else that you've been watching apart from,
Oh yeah.
did you watch apart from? I started with Arya,
Oh, I haven't
Shushmita
watched that,
Sen's. Yeah.
When
yeah.
you hear things are good about
it's,
it.
It's a little, it's a little slow, but that women, dude, like nobody in your world will tell that this woman has had a 15-year break from acting. Okay, itna natural. her eyes like speak some 24 dialogues at the same time. I'm like, dude, what is this woman made of? Too good.
Yeah.
She holds it. She holds the frame. She holds the entire show only for that matter.
That's nice. That's nice. I'll
So I
watch
started
it.
with that. Yeah. So something else. Sorry.
Yeah, so
that
I was
you
watching
watched.
this the assassination of Versace because it was coming up in a hit
Oh, the
list.
second season. American Crime Story.
No. This is the assassination of Gianni Versace. So
Acha.
one designer, Versace designer.
Yeah. No. Is this the TV show that you're talking about?
Yeah, it's a TV show, but it's not. It's a separate TV show.
So this comes under this umbrella show called the American Crime Story. So the first
Oh.
season was the People versus O.J. Simpson.
Okay, yeah, right.
Yeah, and the second season was the murder of Gianni Versace.
Oh, that's why. Yeah, some people are like, you
It's
should
like
watch
an
that also.
anthology.
Something I couldn't relate. Why were they saying that? Now I get it. It's like that American horror series that was happening.
It's the same guys. It's the same guys. They just started like another sister concern of sorts, and they made they made People versus O.J. Simpson, and they made the murder of Gianni Versace. So it's basically anthology. You don't have to watch either of it to know either of it, sort of a thing. But sometimes actors return. So the previous season, where there will be an actor playing another character, so they return. So that's like the Easter egg bit that they have. But apart from that, nothing else. But yeah, such a good show.
Good show,
Especially that guy who's acted. Oof. The murderer.
Intense, man. Intense.
Well written character.
Yeah,
Very
you
well written
just
character.
can't imagine what is gonna do next. Like I like that kind of show. Like puts you on a hang. Like
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Then I
So
was
what
watching-
happened for that was, interestingly, there are actually not a lot of records available about him. Like people have just told very like weird stories, and these are not trustable sources as such. ये वही हो गया ना कि ये वो मतलब दिल्ली का जो चिंपैंजी मैन के जैसा हो गया ना कि वो चिंपैंजी मैन आएगा तुम्हें मार देगा, बंदर माला आ गया मार देगा, but nobody really knew whether he was really there or was he this thing and whatever it was, right? And some
Right.
media were like नहीं ये तो सब it was made up. So that's what this guy literally was. People knew his existence was there, this thing was there. They tried examining him. So when they caught him, they tried catching him, but he committed suicide. Okay, and with whatever he has spoken to people, he has given different histories and accounts. So people really don't know what he was as a person.
Yeah.
And so with that bit, they've actually written their entire character out. So that was something really fun because I watched that show, and after a point I'm like, what is this guy even all about? And then I was slowly watching videos on it and people like how they've written the thing and how they sort of boiled it down to this caricature saying
Right.
we need, and it was pretty intense. It was a pretty good show. It was a pretty well done show.
Yeah, I like watching that. Then Jeffrey Epstein one, that was like very crazy but good show when you're in the flow. Just I was very, very curious, like what the fuck went in his head, man. Just wanted to know that. And till the end of the show I realized it was probably that 1% who made him do all that stuff and he was too much into it and got him fucked.
So that is also an if. You understand? So the entire situation, it's an if from a writer's perspective. Nobody still actually knows what happened.
Exactly.
How this guy ended up going to this guy's place or whatever it is. So it's quite spine chilling actually. One of those very proper psychotic murder
There was
mystery
like
sort of a thing.
definitely nerve wrecking shit, like what the fuck was like full
totally.
of Miami and all this is doing and at what scale is doing that.
Totally.
Crazy. And then when you think about
something else.
then I finished Rick and Morty the other day. Fuck, did you watch Rick and Morty?
That is staple, bro.
Bro, that last
is one of those
episode.
things. Oh, I'm not till there yet. Okay, I
What
started
are
with like
you
the second
saying?
season or something now. I have not come to the third season yet, but it's staple for me. Rick and Morty is one of those things I sit and watch. I'm like, okay, now is the time for Rick and Morty. It's that for me.
No, so
'Cause-
just finished the last episode.
I
now.
don't know. Oh yeah,
Very
it's crazy,
heartbreaking.
huh?
Yeah.
Oh
Get you
shit.
thinking about
'Cause-
this, man.
Oh shit! Don't spoil. Okay. Because yeah, man. But even for Rick and Morty, I've realized you need to have that sense of humor to get that thing, dude. Otherwise, you won't.
Yeah, you won't.
Like, dude, in 1 minute, that guy cracks some 10 jokes, bro.
Yeah.
10 jokes with reference to the first joke, and inside that one more joke, and then he comes back to the. It's like a stand-up set that's happening, literally. Do you know that?
Yes.
It's
and the
literally
references are so
dude, like,
scientifically true also, like he does all this right.
exactly. So the thing is, which is also one of the reasons why a lot of stand-up comedians apparently watching a lot of Rick and Morty, because the show is actually written like a stand-up script.
Okay.
Okay, where every point there's a joke that will have some this thing, it'll have this thing, and again it'll have a callback value.
Callback.
And all this happens within 10 minutes. Okay, after that they'll make another fresh set of jokes. So they'll have a script idea saying he goes to this planet, he does this, he does this. Now in the middle of that, to make it their brand of, that's how their brand of humor actually was born. So it wasn't an intentioned thing or something. They started writing it from that point of view, and then they realized, oh shit, this is working. This is something which is very unique.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
damn interesting, because I could for the love of God believe, like how can their humor be so twisted? Like their sense of humor is so twisted. It's so crazy, right? So I actually was reading up about it. Yeah, it was pretty fascinating. So that's how I got into Rick and Morty and stuff. Yeah. So dude, Rick and Morty is staple, dude. This is one of those Netflix stapleries that you have to like sit and watch. That's that. Then something that so is there some other way that, like, since you particularly told about switching off and on at times and stuff like that, is there something else that you've been particularly doing, some passion of yours that you probably brought to picture and you're just like trying to meddle with it and stuff like that?
So when I was in college, I got really, really too much into photography, and then back in Bangalore during college time, I was this interning, sort of, I don't know, work on order kind of thing with Zomato, where you can go shoot the place and the menu and stuff, and you can order whatever the hell you want from the restaurant. You never get paid.
Okay.
It's their way of saying you don't get paid. जो लेना है ले
Okay.
जाओ, थोड़ा बहुत खा लो, सब काम करो, हमें पसंद नहीं आया फिर से करो, next time खाने नहीं मिलेगा. So like, either you go finish it in one shot and eat whatever the fuck you want and get out. So me and this other friend, we used to do photo shoots over there. करते we got pretty good clients after that, and then I was totally into this photography thing. But one day dad was there in Bangalore and was like, let's go for a road trip and I'll show you. So that's how I got interested about our own family business, and I was like, okay, we'll do this. But that photography thing was always there. So I was like, okay, I'll start my own website, and I'll do my shoots and stuff and try to make my own website, put this Bhagalpuri thing in a global picture. That whatever we've been doing for 4 generations. I'm the 4th generation in this business. So just to give a online tinge to the whole thing, whatever we've been doing. So that's how I started Scarf Store, I think 4 years ago, but that didn't work out well. So I didn't have a clear picture how to go ahead with it. So I did it for an year. I did it at a 0-0, didn't finish with a profit or loss. So I was fine. I got a very fair idea how to go ahead. So last year, I got a person who was very interested in the clothing and the styling and of it. And then I talked to her and she was like, okay, we could partner, and because obviously it is tough for me to find models or like someone who could wear it and present it in front of a camera in a place like Bhagalpur. Because once you start shooting, people get their eyes on you like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy getting someone on the terrace and start
It's a very
shooting.
taboo thing. Right. It's a very taboo thing yet. Yeah.
And it's not in the part of the culture of, in the society here. The culture as a city, they might have difference, but in this society, they don't have. So I was like, they
don't have it. Fair.
So I was like, okay, so what should we do? She's like, okay, fuck that shit. We have to do something. And she was an RJ before and very much outright there, emceeing and stuff. She's like, okay, this is a new take for me, but I need to do something to work and money. If this sounds like a very good plan. So we started this Raza wear. So we thought, Raza, RAZAAWEAR, Raza wear. So Raza means like a wish in Parsi or Mughal or Urdu, wherever you bring it the reference from. So it means a wish. It's a very simple thing, wish. But when I started as Raza, the people and friends were like, because that time this Modi ji thing was going in at a very large stage, the NRC cap and everything. So like you shouldn't go with a very Muslim name. And like this is not a Muslim name. This is a very small definitive thing.
It's a Persian word,
Yeah.
It's a Persian word, so that doesn't necessarily make it Muslim, but yeah.
But I don't know. I really love the name of Kaza. Have you heard Kaza? Kaza is a place in Ladakh. So it's the only habitable place there. And it's a very beautiful scenery when you like. So I wanted to name it Kaza, but okay, this should not go with the city's name. So I was like, okay, something
Acha.
like that. So Raza.
Okay.
So I went with that, and then we
Nice.
started slow. We started doing shoots on the terraces, probably in the rooms, wherever the lighting is good. We started in the balconies,
Right.
doing some streets, and somewhere in the like our latest shoot is happened in Bangalore in the Blossom store.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so
Damn nice.
it brings back all the good memories you have had there, like the good 8 years of Bangalore. You've been to Blossoms, just checking out there, probably getting to the church street, getting drunk, and then entering
Right.
Blossoms, like what's on sale, like that thing brings back. So now what is happening? So we did all that collaboration and stuff. We are doing a pan India sale, and slowly we are trying to
Oh.
expand it to global now. So probably after the
Wow, dude.
lockdown is done, we'll be shipping globally.
That's lovely to know, man. That's lovely to know. You should probably like share links of this so that I can probably put it in the description. Then
Yeah, do
people
that.
can have a look at it and things like that. Yeah, I would love to put that across. Yeah, something else that you're going to talk about.
That's the only thing that there's only 24 hours, man. You can't do much. I wish there were more, but this is all it can do. I try
Nice.
learning guitar, but then if you are not up at it, like for some time, your fingers really start giving up. So you have to be
Yeah,
very regular.
right.
You need to understand that.
Yeah. You
So I
have
was
to,
like,
you
fuck
have
that. I'll just play PS for a while.
to. What have you been playing on your PS?
Bro, FIFA, bro. Only full rivalry.
Acha, you're only FIFA boy. Acha.
Yeah.
I thought you were let's buy more games and play sort of a person.
Yeah, I did
Because
that.
it's
Like
my
we have
this
this free games coming up every month, so free games are always welcome.
Ha. I've been watching one this thing. I so wish if I had a PS4 just for that one game. It's called The Last of Us.
Oh man,
Yeah.
This-
So
did you hear the
second
intro
game,
song?
Yeah.
yeah,
yeah,
have you heard
I know
that?
what
Have
you're
you heard
talking
that
about.
woman before? Tash Sultana.
Oh no.
Bro, you
No,
should
I
listen
think-
to Tash Sultana. The song's named Jungle, and she did it in an event
Okay.
called Crossroads. You should
Okay.
hear the live version. Trust me, you will
Okay.
like the way she riffs it on it, and very reggae, very what do you call that, single player jam, single person jam.
Right,
it's
right,
that.
right.
And
Right,
when
right,
you
right.
read into her history, she was one of those under the bridge kids who play guitar there, collect some money. She's risen from there,
Okay.
and now she's doing
Okay.
these. So amazing,
Nice.
amazing artist. Listen to her, Tash Sultana.
Damn nice. I'm gonna give this a listen for sure. So obviously I don't have any console and stuff. So I'm just sitting and watching playthroughs on YouTube for the moment.
It's too expensive now, man.
'cause-
Wait for a while.
Yeah. Dude, 5. I'm not gonna buy a console and all, dude. My next thing
No,
right
no.
now is I might as well just
The
take
game.
and spend on a good rig. So I might as well spend on a good rig and just have a PC, good multimedia gaming PC sort of a thing is what I'm honestly looking at. I'm
That's
kinda looking
better.
at getting back in gaming also for a while. So apparently, the interesting thing has been that the second part has been getting a lot of hate because
Yeah.
whatever the first part was, they've sort of turned things around in the name of shock value, which I feel isn't that cool. Because dude, the first one's story was so well done, and then just for the sake of like. It's basically what happened to GOT, right? The last season. So it's the same season 8 wala effect that's happened with this, okay? And even though the game seems insanely well done, very violent, extremely violent, like I'm saying, oof, like some of the violent sequences are quite uncomfortable to watch, to be very honest. And I'm not somebody who quickly like anybody is killing anybody. I'm like, oh my god, I'm not that guy at all. I watched it. I found it a little uncomfortable.
Bro,
and it was a
one sec.
YouTube video that I was watching. Yeah.
Okay, one sec. I'll show you what's happening. Who's troubling me? I think it's my dog.
Sure.
Hey!
Hi.
Gypsy! So here's Gypsy. Okay. Does not care, but he was pounding on the door, so that happened. One sec.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. So there is Gypsy,
Yeah.
if you can see, chilling boy.
Hello. I don't think you can hear because of the headphones.
No earphones.
Earphones. Yeah, he can't hear. So how old is he?
He just
she-
turned 2, I think, last
Acha,
month.
he. Nice. Damn nice. Super.
Yeah,
So-
very active in his thing.
Oh yeah, man. That initial times, some of them are quite crazy. In fact, there was a video that I was watching of this dude. He's trained as bulldog, all right. He's trained as Rottweiler. I'm sorry, and it's like trained to the fact like he'll ask it to stand up, it'll stand up, sit down. That is all very basic, okay. He'll place something and he'll be like protect. Okay, even he goes next to it. It's like growling and grunting and things like that.
I think auntie's on the
Okay,
door.
and next second he's like, stop. Okay. He stops, dude. He just stops and he's like wagging his tail and he's like being to the owner and stuff. No, 10 minutes. Okay. And I was just like, holy shit, like that is so cool. Yeah. You should actually consider giving training tips to your dogs. There are enough YouTube videos itself, like where you can do it by yourself and stuff like that.
Bro, these
Where
guys are
people-
pretty smart in their own lane, okay? So, they have not trained him, but this guy, this is like, I think, 4th dog we have had in whatever time I can remember. Like, my dad and
Right.
his brothers had before I was there. So, in my time, we had,
Acha, acha.
this is the 4th one. Genuinely, this is the smartest one we have had. Basically, he knows
see.
where to shit and where to pee. Like, he would not cross it in a very
Oh.
human area. He would not do it in where we stay. He would take it far away. So when we
Interesting.
realized he's that smart, it's like, okay, smart to hai ladka. Then when he started growing up, and then other abilities as such, very gentle, very humble. So I thought probably it's about the breed because we had Doberman before, we had Rottweiler. So in that way,
Ah.
this German Shepherd turns out to be very, very smart and loyal to the, I don't know, different from other breeds probably.
Possible,
Huh.
highly possible. Because he was like dude, his Rottweiler, it's like that thing was a little more intelligent than an average human being, is what I personally felt.
Probably,
because with the
must be.
commands that he was giving, it's just taking it. Yeah, he's just like he does something and he's like go fetch, and I'll probably like drop the link in the description or something. It was pretty awesome to actually see that happening. So nice to know. Pets are always awesome. Pets are
Yeah, man.
especially at such times, dude. Like it'd be such a nice thing to like I remember I was just talking to a friend of mine yesterday. He's actually adopted a pet. They adopted a puppy, and he's just like मेरा time pass अभी puppy के साथ खेलना है. मेरा job अभी खत्म होने के बाद मैं अपना आँख बंद करता है उस टाइम पे this puppy will come running to me. I'm playing with the puppy. यही मेरा time pass हो रहा है. I was like, oh wow, okay.
I
And
don't
he's
know.
somebody who, yeah, like I mean he likes pets and stuff like that, but he was not the person I expected that coming from. I was just like, whoa, wow, dude, that is so cool. Good for you, man. But yeah,
These guys are smart.
Quite
It's like
crazy.
8 o'clock, by 8:15 I'm done with work. So if now see time is 8:30, this guy is right on his time. He got his toy, is waiting outside there, he's pounding the door. कि
अच्छा.
आओ खेलने का time है. He's right on
अच्छा,
time.
अच्छा,
He has his house sent कि अब that time is up. It's the time to play.
super, dude, super. So any last parting words? I think I'll leave you with your dog to play.
Yeah.
Hold you further. But is there any last parting words that you'd probably want to say to the viewers?
This has been fucking amazing, yeah, and we should listen to Vignesh more. His mridangams more. Yeah, man, those are intense. You'd not expect Christ to come out of and do that, but very intense. And comedy shit you do, like very, very amazing. With that, I think I remember that Puja wala? Dinchak
Dinchak
Puja
Puja.
one. Oh bro. You see, the small bits, okay, like it's very, very random thing, but you did it in your way, intensely special, like crazy. So keep doing, bro. Keep doing
that's
whatever
what,
you're doing. You keep
Yeah, man.
you keep us like for people like me in PR, you keep me entertained. You can take
Aye,
that.
That's so sweet of you to say, man. That's so sweet of you to say, dude. Yeah. Don't step out of the house. Don't be that person, please. Already, each city is running for medals. If
Oh, yeah,
Corona was
man.
an Olympic sport, we'll be earning medals now. So, don't do it. Be nice people. Just like this, one more video I'll put next week. After that also I'll put one more video. After that also I'll put one more video. You have to watch. Please watch. Subscribe also. Like, share and subscribe. Okay.
Like here.
Tata. Like here. I put it as a separate. I put it as a separate this thing. So I'll probably like paste
like here and here.
Like here. If you can make another fake account also and you can subscribe into it also, that will also work for me.
सब
Make
चलेगा.
a dummy email for me. Make a dummy email for me. Subscribe. I'll buy you biryani.
Oh.
How cool is that?
Fine.
Okay.
Fine, users. If you are parting, you can have this last look at my gypsy boy chilling.
Hello. Oh yeah, he's
too
too
chill.
immersed in his own world.
It's too busy. Okay, we
Our man
gotta
is
say
immersed in
bye.
his own.
Do you see that?
Bye.
Bye. Say bye, gypsy. Does not care. Life
Yeah,
is chill.
he is like, jao be.
Ah,
Ciao,
I'm
bhai.
doing my own thing.
हाँ